Hey, ho, this is Rick Keys. Rick Keys Music Caravan. How are all you doing? I'm adjusting my hat to see how I look the best. Okay, that's okay. All right, so this is Rick Keys, and you are in Rick Keys country, and we're here in Oceanside, California. A lot of stuff going on downtown Oceanside, and anyway, we're not going to get to that yet. We're going to start off with new releases that came into the Rick Keys Music Caravan production headquarters here in Oceanside, California. So let's start off with some really good stuff. By the way, the first song you're going to hear is called Canned Heat from Tommy Johnson. And Tommy Johnson, well, tell you a little bit about it. Canned heat back in those days, I guess it was the Great Depression. They didn't have a lot of money, and then prohibition, so there wasn't alcohol available, and normally when you don't have a job, alcohol always comes in handy. However, they didn't even have money for alcohol, so a lot of the people out there were drinking canned heat, or you've heard of sterno before, the stuff that you use for outdoor, or the liquidy thing. So apparently they were drinking that, and that was the Canned Heat Blues by Tommy Johnson. And then Canned Heat came along, and they coined that name, Canned Heat. And they became quite a popular group. And they've been out for a long time. This is a brand new release from them. The only original member still on there. So I believe the guy with the bee hat and the glasses. I think that is the drummer. His name's Fido. And we are going to hear some of that music. And also, there's a cool song about Blind Al. So Blind Al Wilson, he was one of the original members of Canned Heat, and pretty noted for his vocals, harmonica play. He passed away. He was one of the first ones. He passed away at 27. So that's that, Canned Heat. Another new one coming up is Alistair Green, Standing Out Loud. He's pointing to where you get the greatest music on the Rick Keys Music Caravan, because, hold on, let me see if I can figure that out. Because you're in Rick. Okay, forget it. I can't figure it out. You're in Rick Keys country. Alistair Green, brand new. Another brand new one, my friend Deb Ryder. She's got a live album, and I believe she took a lot of her different from some of her several albums that had really nice songs on them, like the one that I put on my list. What was it? Memphis something or other. But anyway, Deb Ryder live and having fun. I'm liking the colors coming out here. Pretty cool. Another new one from the Alligator record label Swamp. Rick Estrin and the Nightcats. Always love those. Fun guys. Fun. There's Rick Estrin. See him? He's the one in the white jacket. Well-dressed man. And then the guy, the bigger guy with the glasses, that's Kid Anderson. Kid Anderson is everywhere. He is amazing. Kid Anderson. This one actually came out. This next one coming up, it's J.J. Grey and Mofro, and came out almost a month ago, and it still hasn't made it to the charts, but I found out it wasn't released until like 2 weeks ago. So even though I've had it for a month, that's how far advanced I am of most people out there. That's why I am an internationally known on-air personality, known to many, and especially in India. For all my friends in India, thank you for listening. Love you guys. You are in Rick Keys country, as you can see, and hopefully I will be in your country in India and on your minds totally all the time. Spread it to your friends, because you guys have like 1 billion plus population, and if I only get 1% of India loving me, I will be a very wealthy man, and then I can actually visit India. So JJ Grey and Mofro, JJ Grey and Mofro, they have a new release called, this one's always hard to see, it's called O Lusty. And I've covered that. Well, actually, that's on there because there's 3 or 4 songs on there that early in the year, it's already made it to the Rick Keys Music Caravan top blues songs, and the whole album's going to make it to there. So that's what the whole album looks like. And I don't want to say it, but yeah, I've been hiding my rooster just so you guys can see it. All right, let's so more new stuff. More new stuff. We got Sue Foley, one guitar woman. So Sue has thrown the band away. Well, didn't throw them away. She's doing it all by herself with an acoustic guitar, and she's playing music from notable female blues artists. Some really good stuff on there. Speaking of good stuff, hot stuff, Mr. Entertainment, Mr. What is this? Zebra suit, leopard suit. He's got all the animal suits covered. Dennis Grunling. This is from a 2016 release called Ready or Not. I happened to purchase that recently at Coomber's Craft Wines in Osai, California, from Dennis, because he played there. And Coomber is becoming quite the hot spot of San Diego County for quality blues music. So Dennis Grunling got a song. Speaking of Dennis Grunling, yes, you were. Dennis is actually plays on with the Nick Moss band on their albums, and I like how he does it. He's got his own band anyway, so but he's like the star there. But Nick Moss band, they're very famous in Chicago jump style blues. They're a hit with Alligator Records. They've been with Alligator Records a long time there. You see the two of them. There's Nick Moss playing the guitar, and Mr. Fancy Pants, Dennis Grunling. So you're going to hear some music from this one, The High Cost of Living. Why am I bringing up Nick Moss Band to you? Because the Nick Moss Band are going to be playing at Gator by the Bay, I believe. That's soon in May. And I also understand that they will be coming to Oceanside. I just don't want to tell you the date just so we don't disrupt anything with other people down south. So here's another one from Nick Moss Band, Lucky Guy. And you know what? I am a lucky guy to have a blues show, and I have a really cool family members, Reverend Keys, Dr. Keys, Patio Keys, a bunch of others. So, all right. And I did mention that the Nick Moss Band will be at Coomber's. Look for the date. Just go look up Coomber's Craft Wines on your handy dandy computer or cell phone. Find it. You'll see a schedule. If you can't find the schedule, call them and ask for Lisa and say, Lisa, we heard Nick Moss Band is going to be playing there. Can you tell us the date? And she's a very charming woman. I'm sure she will. All right. So, and then speaking of Coomber's Craft Wines in Osai, California, Rick Berthod is going to be coming to Coomber's in Osai. And that's not him. That is actually Peter Green, who was one of the founding members of the Fleetwood Mac before Lindsey Buckingham and next. Rick Berthod, he's doing a tribute to Peter Green of Fleetwood Mac. Some really hot songs on there. Okay, so speaking of hot songs, boy, that just kind of flew right into this. So that was part one. That's all new releases that haven't made it to the RMR chart. Now we're going to go to the releases that are on the RMR chart. And if you don't know what the RMR chart is, it's the Roots Music Report chart, and it's a chart or a list of the top 100, I guess, top blues albums that are come out this year, done by disc jockeys and DJs and on-air personalities and internationally on-air personalities like myself, Rick Keys Music Caravan. Okay, so that's that. What's going on in Osai, California? Hey, I see the Unknown Surfer in the black surfboard. The Unknown Surfer or Anonymous Surfer, he's got a nice wave there in Oceanside. I see a picture. Oh, you guys remember, so we can see that easily. You remember that the Chinese spy balloon, let me see if I can do that correctly. Okay, the Chinese spy balloon had bought the Me Keys teardrop. You see that that is the teardrop, but they were lifting it horizontally. And the Chinese spy balloon, as they're lifting it, it fell. So now they're trying to pick it up. It's kind of stuck in the sand right now. But they're under the perception that that teardrop is loaded with some of Brandon's classified documents. So the Meekies kind of made up the story, and the Chinese spy balloon not being the smartest, maybe it's an AI spy balloon. They actually purchased that teardrop from Meekies, and as I said, they dropped it, and they're trying to pick it back up and take it back to China, I guess, because they think there's classified ads in there. Okay, well, anyway, you see, they're getting some help because it's heavy and it's stuck in the mud. So you remember the illegal space aliens? They're there. Yeah, well, they're kind of helping the Chinese spy balloon, so they get extra lift to get that teardrop out of the oceanside beach sand. There's not a lot of sand left, but it's stuck. Then there's Meekies right there. You see him? All right, Meekies. He is standing actually on the beach. Let's see if we can get him over here. I think production. All right, cameraman. Thank you, cameraman. All right, so this is Ricky's, and I am moving my computer. Hopefully, you can see all this. So this is difficult with a computer. How about this way? Everything's backwards too. Okay, there's that. Okay, there's that. There's Meekies. Okay, there's Meekies, and Meekies is standing right next to his truck, his fruit truck. So he's got a side gig going on. You see that? He's selling fruits and vegetables in downtown side. He's still got his wetsuit on, dummy. It's cold, but he should be in the water with that wetsuit. And then over here, you can see that is Meeki's new home right next to his truck. Everything is like backwards. So that's it. So he's moved up. It's a lot bigger teardrop than the one he had. Oh, that's what's going on. He's trying to figure out how to move the teardrop, but he's having problems hooking the trailer hitch up to his truck. He hasn't figured it out yet. So that is Meekies. He's over there. And then this is also Meekies. This is me, Rick Keys. And I will need to hire a cameraman sometime soon. I'll figure out a better system. But hey, if you're watching the Rick Keys show, it's not quality. It's it's quantity. Yeah, you get a lot of music here, not a lot of smart thinking. Speaking of thinking, there it is. Now you can see it. See, there's the teardrop. See how big it is compared to that one. But anyway, so the Chinese are still lifting it. They think it's filled with Brandon's classified ads. So this is Roots Music Report charts, some of the top 50. I don't have them all because there's some people that aren't very nice to Rick Keys out there. They know who they are. But those that are very nice to me, they get their music played quite often. So we're going to start off with number 48. And that is Lone Star Mojo. It's a shot of the blues, and that is the state of Texas. Number 48. The Sunnysiders. They are from Croatia. This is the only Croatian blues band that I actually have. So what are you guys thinking of the D'Artagnan look? It's like I'm working on it. So I've actually got the mustache straight, somewhat straight. But anyway, some people said it looked like the Joker. I think it kind of has a Robin Hood or see that little point, Robin Hood or a D'Artagnan from the Three Musketeers look. But I don't know. I'm not scoring very well with it. I might have to shave it and start all over. Sunnysiders from Croatia, 27 stitches. And they are at number 37. Crying Out Loud. That's the name of the group, Crying Out Loud. They're at number 31 with Play Loud and Smoke Often. So they are referring to a cigar, but for those of you out there, could be smoking anything. You could even be smoking your bacon. All right, number 31. At number 29, well, I can't show it. But anyway, at 29, you've already heard her, Sue Foley, her new release. Remember the one I said about her and the acoustic guitar? Bernard Allison. And he is at number 15. Now, see how clearly you can see that? Bernard Allison, cool dude. Luther's Blues, he's actually playing his dad's songs. His dad wrote Luther Allison. At number 15, this one has done quite well. It is at number 8. It is the Brothers Brown, Nowhere Left to Go. It's kind of the theme song of America and the world. All at the moment, things are pretty messed up at the moment, and we do have a strong commander in chief to blame for such chaos. So that's Nowhere Left to Go, Brothers Brown, number 8. Up from number 35 to number 7, I thought it was pretty darn good too. It's John Clifton and Too Much to Pay. So for all of you out there that are suffering under our current regime, and money seems to be tight and not getting any better, and you are paying too much, then you might want to listen to John Clifton, because it is too much to pay. $6 a gallon in California. What the hell? Okay. John Clifton. At number 5, John Primer and Bob Quaratori. Crawling King Snake. All right. So that's them. I actually saw Bob Cordatori and John Primer together at Humphrey's Backstage. I've got some videos of that I might put up there for you. At number 5, we're getting into the Alligators now. Alligator record label, probably one of the most successful American blues record labels out there, but there's a lot of other ones competing with them now. Chris O'Leary, he is at number 2 with The Hard Line, and Chris is a Marine, a veteran, a combat veteran, I believe. So he's gone to music, and he's pretty darn good. At number 2, he's actually battling it out, being the Marine he is. He's battling it out with Tinsley Ellis, who I saw last night, and have been posting some live videos for you. Tinsley Ellis, Naked Truth, also Alligator record label artist. He is at number 1. So 1 and 2 battling it out. Tinsley Ellis and Chris O'Leary, Alligator record labels. So that should be it. So you guys all know what's happening. The Chinese spy balloons trying to lift out the teardrop that Mickey sold to the Chinese people. They think there's Brandon's classified ads in there. There is everything's backwards. I'm sorry. I had to learn to think backwards. Too hard. Okay, well, there the big teardrop with the nice silver door on there, and it says "Home of the Brave." It's a flag, looks like an American flag. Trailer's double the size of Mickey's, and he is enjoying that. And we'll say goodbye from Oceanside, from the unknown surfer or the anonymous surfer. So you know how to listen now. You go to Rick Keys, that's how it's spelled, Keyes. Rick Keys Music Caravan on YouTube. You subscribe. Once you subscribe, then there's a playlist. So you would want the most current playlist, of course. And there's a bell up there. You know, you press that bell, that helps bring my show and all my family members into your life on a regular basis. And there's a like, dislike, and you know, it's wouldn't be very nice to dislike me. So if you don't like me, then just get lost. I don't care. Unless you're from India. If you're from India, I want to make you happy. The Americans, not so, but don't care about them. They're not as loyal as my Indian audience, if you know. What else? And then oh, there's a thumb icon. Press that thumb icon. That helps spread the good news of Rick Keys Music Caravan from Osai to Mumbai and beyond. And also you can get the Rick Keys Music Caravan on Facebook, but the main way is on YouTube. So spread the news. Hopefully you like the blues. Rick Keys Music Caravan is loving yous. Toodles.